You've seen Arizona in countless travel videos. The stunning red rocks, the endless deserts, the sunsets that set the sky on fire. But today, we'll take you deeper, to the Arizona where it all began. This land is more than just a destination. It's a story written by wind, water, and time. A living monument to survival, spirit, and the souls who shaped it. Long before highways and skylines, there was only dust, silence, and the men and women who dared to call this place home. Their story is Arizona's soul. Here, every horizon hid a challenge, every step a story of survival, courage, and the eternal dance between those who claimed the land and those who had always belonged to it. This is Arizona, where time, legend, and landscape meet. The past still whispers in the wind, if you know how to listen. Stay tuned. We're about to reveal the past and present of Arizona, as no one's ever dared to show it before. Around 50,000 years ago, a meteor roughly the size of a house, weighing more than 300,000 tons, tore through the sky at nearly 12 miles per second, faster than a bullet. In the heart of northern Arizona lies a scar from the heavens, the Meteor crater, one of the best preserved impact sites on Earth. The explosion released 150 times more energy than the Hiroshima bomb, carving out a crater nearly a mile wide and 600 feet deep in just seconds. Today, it stands as both a monument to cosmic power and a reminder of Earth's fragile place in the universe. A silent, windswept witness to the day the stars came down to Arizona. From the scar of a fallen star, the road stretches onward, through miles of open desert where silence hums beneath the wheels. This is the heart of northern Arizona, vast, sunburned, and endless. A landscape that invites reflection, where every horizon feels like the edge of the world. And then, the world opens up. A canyon carved by time itself, stretching beyond sight, beyond reason. You can feel the heartbeat of the earth, slow, steady, eternal. Every layer of these ancient walls holds a chapter of our planet's story. 2 billion years written in stone, whispering that we are only passing through. Here, silence speaks louder than any voice. A sacred stillness that humbles even the wind. As we leave the Grand Canyon behind, the road winds south, through open desert and distant thunderclouds, leading us to another wonder of Arizona. Yes, you heard it right. This is Sedona. Once, this was a wild and lonely frontier, a rugged land of red cliffs and endless silence, where pioneers struggled to survive, and ancient tribes found sacred meaning in the stone. They believed these towering formations held powerful energy, a bridge between the earth and the heavens. Today, Sedona still hums with that same spirit. Travelers come from across the world, drawn by its colors, its calm, its call to adventure. From luxury resorts perched among crimson rocks to trails that vanish into ancient canyons, this is where Arizona's untamed past meets its radiant present. A place that proves, even in the modern world, the desert still holds its magic. From the quiet roads of Sedona to the endless rails that cut across the desert, the journey continues. These tracks, these highways, they don't just connect towns, they connect centuries. For before the comfort and color of modern Arizona, this was a land of dust, danger, and discovery. Now, as we travel deeper into its heart, we'll leave behind the present and step into the stories that shaped it. Let's witness the Arizona of the past, the land of outlaws, pioneers, and the people who called this wilderness home. This is the untamed frontier, the land of outlaws, pioneers, and the people who dared to call this wilderness home. We embark on a journey through a land etched by eternity, the Arizona desert. A colossal canvas sculpted by wind, water, and sun, whispering tales of epochs long past. For millennia, its silent mountains, towering saguaros, and endless horizons have stood as stoic witnesses to time's relentless march. It is a place of profound, undeniable beauty, yet beneath its serene facade lies a raw, untamed spirit, a crucible that forges legends from the very dust. This is not just scenery, it is a force. For those who dared to call this wild expanse home, the desert demanded everything. Days bled into weeks under a relentless, searing sun, dust a constant companion stinging the eyes. The only sounds for miles, the rhythmic creak of saddle leather, the shifting sand, and the echoing silence that could stretch the soul thin. This was the life of the cowboy in old Arizona, a relentless ballet of survival, instinct, and unparalleled endurance. They were men who understood the language of the land, tracking cattle across countless miles, their lives bound to the rhythm of the herd and the unforgiving whims of nature. Their hands were calloused, their faces weathered like ancient leather, their eyes sharp from scanning distant horizons for signs of trouble or hope. In this arena of stark reality, human drama played out in its most primal forms. Justice was often swift and personal. Disputes, born of land, water, or a simple clash of wills, weren't always settled with words. Sometimes they were decided by a steady hand, a swift draw, and the unforgiving judgment of the desert sun. Two figures, alone under that vast, indifferent sky, their destinies hanging by a thread. A tension thicker and heavier than the desert air itself. But this immense stage, where newcomers carved out a hazardous existence, was first and foremost the ancestral domain of its original guardians, the Apache. For uncounted centuries, they moved with this land, understanding its every secret, its every mood. Their spirits, as wild and untamed as the desert itself, were intricately woven into its fabric. They were masters of this environment, their knowledge profound, their resilience legendary. From the canyons they called home, they watched, silent and powerful, a constant reminder that every trail blazed, every settlement built, trod on ancient ground where other wills and other ways of life held profound, undeniable sway. Their very presence was a testament to a deep, enduring connection to this unforgiving yet bountiful land. Across this grand expanse, both cowboy and Apache shared an undeniable bond with the horse. Swift, strong, and enduring, these magnificent animals were more than just transport. They were a lifeline, a companion, a symbol of freedom and raw power. They carried men and women across endless miles of treacherous terrain, chasing horizons and dreams, blurring the lines between mere survival and sheer exhilaration. They were the engines of the frontier, vital to hunting, herding, raiding, and ranging, a living, breathing extension of the human spirit against the vastness. Yet, the desert, with all its dangers and isolation, also sparked an audacious yearning for community. Like hardy desert blooms, towns sprang up from the dust, born from the fever of gold strikes, the necessity of cattle drives, or the sheer unyielding will to claim a piece of this immense territory. And as the sun dipped below those distant saguaros, painting the sky in fiery hues, these settlements truly came alive. With the day's back-breaking labor done, a collective impulse seized the town. It wasn't just walking, it was a saloon rush, a magnetic pull towards the heart of frontier life. Imagine the scene, a wave of humanity, dusty and weary, descending upon the main street. The shouts, the laughter, the urgent footsteps, all converging on the promise of warmth, light, and release after weeks of arduous solitude. Step through these swinging doors, and you weren't just entering a building. You were stepping into the roaring, beating heart of the Arizona frontier. The air, thick with the scent of sawdust, stale tobacco, and cheap whiskey, was electric. This was where fortunes were won and lost with the turn of a card, where deals were struck and grievances, sometimes, were settled with a look or a nod. It was a melting pot of prospectors, lawmen, outlaws, and dreamers, all seeking their own piece of the Arizona dream, or simply a momentary escape from the relentless grind. News from distant lands, whispers of new silver strikes, warnings of approaching dangers, all exchanged over a shot of rotgut and a friendly game of faro. It was where the isolation of the desert met the raw energy of human connection, however fleeting, however boisterous. So, as you traverse these stunning Arizona landscapes today, let your gaze linger on the distant mountains. Feel the ancient dust beneath your feet. Remember the stories these lands hold, stories of vast emptiness and bustling frontier towns, of silent deserts and raucous saloons, of defiant cowboys and proud Apache. For every majestic vista you encounter, there's a powerful human echo. A cowboy's arduous journey, an Apache's enduring spirit, a moment of profound tension, or a burst of life in a dusty saloon. These are the memories, etched forever in the dust, the dreams, and the indomitable spirit of Arizona. This land truly leaves no stone unturned in revealing its captivating past. And from the dust of the old frontier, the story flows onward, where echoes of history meet the calm waters of the present. This is Apache Lake, cradled between sheer desert cliffs, a hidden gem born from the Salt River. Once, these lands echoed with the footsteps of the Apache people, fierce guardians of the mountains and the canyons. To stand here is to feel two Arizonas at once, the ancient and the eternal. The rugged cliffs tell of ages past, while the water reflects the living present. For generations, travelers, wanderers, and seekers have found something here. Peace, perspective, or perhaps the quiet hum of the desert's heart. Whether by boat gliding through its winding channels or from a cliff overlooking its shimmering expanse, Apache Lake remains what it always has been, a meeting place of beauty and spirit. This is Arizona's quiet side, a reminder that even in the heart of the desert, beauty flows like water, ancient, alive, eternal. From the calm waters of Apache Lake, the land begins to rise, and what follows feels almost unreal. Here, in the heart of the desert, stone itself has learned to dance. Arches, carved by wind and time, stand like ancient gateways, portals into an age when the earth was still shaping its bones. Every curve, every hollow, every towering span tells a story written not in ink, but in centuries of sand and storm. You can come here and walk beneath these arches, touch the memory of the earth itself, and feel, for a moment, what forever really means. From the arches of stone, we drift toward a different kind of wonder, where the desert meets the deep. This is Lake Powell, a masterpiece born from both nature and human will. Carved by the mighty Colorado River and held by the towering Glen Canyon Dam, its waters twist through canyons that once echoed only with the whisper of wind. Beneath its shimmering surface lie secrets of the old world, sandstone cathedrals now hidden by time and tide. At sunrise, the lake burns gold. At dusk, it mirrors the heavens. You can glide across this vast expanse, where every turn reveals another world, a collision of fire, water, and silence. From above, it feels endless, a maze of water and stone stretching beyond sight. Every ripple, every canyon wall reflects the story of survival and creation intertwined. And as the sun sinks behind the cliffs, Lake Powell becomes more than a place. It becomes a memory carved in light. Just beyond the waters of Lake Powell lies a hidden masterpiece, Antelope Canyon. Formed over countless centuries by wind and flash floods, these sandstone corridors twist and breathe like living art. Light seeps in through the cracks above, painting the walls in hues of fire, rose, and gold. Every step here feels sacred, a silent conversation between earth and light. This place doesn't shout its beauty, it whispers it. You don't just walk through Antelope Canyon, you wander through time itself. From the narrow veins of Antelope Canyon, the world widens once more. And there it is, Horseshoe Bend. A perfect curve carved by the patient hands of the Colorado River, a place where water and rock have spent 1 billion years in quiet conversation. Here, the earth doesn't just show its power, it reveals its grace. And in that stillness you realize, Arizona isn't just seen, it's felt. From the silence of the desert canyons to the pulse of modern Arizona, this is Lake Havasu City, a place where sun, water, and celebration collide. Once a forgotten stretch of desert, now a shimmering playground where summer never seems to end. And here stands a bridge with a story of its own. The London Bridge, brought stone by stone from England to this unlikely shore, it's a piece of history reborn beneath the Arizona sun. Around it, boats drift, engines roar, laughter fills the air. A reminder that this land, though ancient, still beats with youthful energy. From cowboys to canyon winds, from sacred silence to festival skies, this is the other side of Arizona. Bold, bright, and beautifully alive. From the quiet canyons and ancient lands, we rise into the rhythm of modern Arizona, the pulse of the desert made electric. This is Phoenix, a city born from heat and horizon. Once a small oasis, now a sprawling metropolis, where glass towers shimmer beneath the same sun that once guided cowboys and wanderers. Around it lies Scottsdale, where desert meets design, luxury woven into the red rock, art and architecture rising from the sand like mirages. Yet even here, amid the hum of life, the spirit of the Old West lingers. In the colors of the sunset, in the vast skies that still stretch forever. Phoenix isn't just a city in the desert. It's the desert, reborn. And so our journey ends where it all began, in the silence of the desert. The painted desert, a masterpiece brushed by time, where colors shift with every breath of light, and the land itself feels alive. Here, past and present blend like pigments on a vast, endless canvas. From cowboys to canyons, from ancient spirits to modern skylines, Arizona remains eternal. A land of fire, freedom, and stories written in stone. Thank you for joining this journey across the grand state of wonders. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and continue exploring with us, because every desert holds another story waiting to be told.